I'm April and I teach high school math. Welcome to Percents Made Easy Workout 1. This video is part of a longer series to help you master percentages and be able to calculate them with ease. We are going to start off with some basic questions, and you'll see how we use those to segue into more advanced level questions so that by the end of this video series, you will be learning how to think and reason proportionally with mastery. Let's get started. Okay, so your first question is, what is 10% of 60? In order to find 10% of anything, we take the decimal place, which is invisible right now, and we move it over one to the left. So the answer is 6%. So here's our decimal place. Move it one to the left, we get 6. What's 10% of 8290? Moving the decimal place over to the left one, we get 829. What's 10% of 174, $1.74? 17 cents. 10% of 24,100, that's going to be 2,410. 10% of 31 cents, well, moving the decimal place over by one, we're only left with 3 cents. Now, what's 20% of 300? In order to find 20% of something, we can start by using our benchmark percentage, 10%. We know that 10% of 300 is 30. So 20% has to be 60. Let's try 20% of 700. So first, 10% of 700 is 70. Multiply that by 2 to get 20%. We have 140. What's 20% of 52? 10% is 520. Multiply that by 2 to get 20%. 1040 is 20%. What's 20% of 4,100? Remember, the strategy is the same. First find 10%, then double that. We have 820. What's 5% of 800? Okay, so again, let's use our benchmark percentage. Find 10% first, which is 80, and then halve that to get 5%. So 5% of 800 is 40. What's 5% of 720? All right, we know that 10% is 72. Half of that, half of 70 is 35. And then I have an extra 2, so I have to add 1. So $36. What's 5% of 20? I know 10% is $2. So 5% is half of that, which is $1. What's 5% of $1.80? Well, we know 10% is 18 cents. Halve that to get 5%, 9 cents. Okay, let's review. Putting this all together, let's say we have $400 to start with. First, find 10%. That's 40. Now find 20%. Double the 40. It's 80. Now find 5%. So take 10% and halve that, 20. Okay, let's try a challenging one. Now can you find 15%? 15%. We take 10% and we add that to the amount that we got for 5%. So 40 plus 20 is 60. Let's do one more. 52,000 is 100%. Find 10%. 5,200. Find 20%. 10,400. Now find 5%. Have the amount that we had for 10%. This is going to be 2,600. Okay, another challenge one. 25%. Add the amounts that we got for 20% and 5%. We get 13,000. Thanks for sticking around. You have completed Percent Workout 1. I'll see you in the next video.